Hey guys, it's me, Messy Frenzy, and welcome to my network, you social being. Let's talk about A-level maths, one of the hardest A-levels there is, apart from further maths. But anywho, that's a different story. So, should you do maths? If you're logical, if you did good in your GCSEs, like literally, I'm talking about 7 and above, because I'm not saying if you're below a 7, you're not smart enough to do it. Trust me, people have different skills. But oh my gosh, even people that got 9s in maths found it specifically hard. They found it extremely hard. Even if they got a 9 in maths, they found it really hard. So I suggest, if you really like maths with a passion, you understand the logics of it, the strategy and things, then go ahead and do it. There's no real link between GCSE and A-level. It's kind of like a huge gap. GCSE's here, A-level's here, or more like this. And you have to jump from here to here. There's something called complete in the square, which is one of the easy ones that you learn in A-levels. So I'll put a video of that down below so you have an idea of what would be happening. People liked it because you had one answer. It's logical and it's quite easy. But in A-levels, you can have 4 answers sometimes. You can have 6 answers sometimes. I'd say you have to be on it. You have to do questions every single day. And once you understand it and keep practicing, you'll be great at it. That's all the advice I have. So let me get into what's on the actual course. You have year 1 and year 2. And then you also have different subject groups. So you have pure maths. There's core maths for some people. And then they either have a choice between mechanics or statistics. But I don't know about that because I didn't do it. But I did A-level maths, Edexcel. So I had pure maths, which is mainly about numbers and, the main stuff you did at GCSE kind of. Then you have statistics, and then you have mechanics, which is kind of like physics, but I'll get into that in a second. So things you learn in pure maths, there's pure 1 and there's pure 2. Pure 1 is what you do in year 1. Things you do in year pure 1 maths, things such as graphs, completing the square, circles, curves, equations, differentiation, integration, things like that. And then you have year 2 content. So like, let's say differentiation, there's 5 different ways to do it. There's by parts, there's quotient, I forgot the rest of them. There's definitely 5, but I forgot the names of them. So yeah, if you like the look of that, it's actually kind of fun. When you understand it, it's great. When you don't understand it, if you don't understand it in the first 2 weeks, drop it. Literally drop it. But it's hard to say because you might understand it and then later on get it. But with me, I understand complex things, but when it comes to simple things, I'm pathetic. So I kind of flopped with the year 1 stuff, but the year 2 stuff was great for me. So year 2 stuff, you will probably have things such as sequences. Yeah, if you want to look at the syllabus and stuff, you may want to look online, don't trust me. Statistics, you have statistics year 1 and statistics year 2. So in statistics, there's like a spreadsheet you're meant to know about the UK weather, like cloud cover, rain, probability, blah, blah, blah. So you learn about like probability, normal distribution, things like that you learn, where you have new symbols in there. So you have something that looks like a C. I'm joking, no. In my opinion, I would say statistics is one of the hardest. Then you have mechanics, where you learn about pulleys. So like you learn how to calculate the speed and the weight of things. You learn about forces, forward and backwards. That's year 1 mechanics. Year 2 mechanics, you learn about like kind of like seesaws. So like something called moments. It's kind of, I'm going to explain it to you guys as a seesaw because you won't understand the terminology I use. But it's kind of like where you measure from a specific point and then you calculate the weight distributed along that diagram, and there's lots of diagrams. It's quite interesting. I like it. Let me explain the 3 papers. So you have 2 pure papers, and they're just mixed on year 1 and year 2 stuff. But tip for you guys, there's mostly only year 2 stuff in both of those first papers, because the year 2 stuff is where people want to test you, and it's the harder things, so why not? So yeah, focus on year 2 content, but I'm not saying exclude year 1 content, because that has a kind of association with year 2 stuff. But anywho, the first 2 papers are just pure, and then you have the last paper, which in my case got leaked, Dexel. It's not 1 paper, it's 2 papers, 1 for statistics, 1 for mechanics, and then you have the answer booklet for each one. And yeah, that's basically maths. I'm sorry if this was a complex video. Maths is kind of hard to explain. Yeah, I hope this helped you. If you want easier A levels to do, trust me, the sciences are not it. If you want to do science, that's kind of easy. Probably do sociology or psychology. Psychology is kind of hard, but sociology is one of the easy ones. English, business, they're good ones. EPQ is like a half A level, but it gets you some UCAS points, so why not? So yeah, that's the end of my video. I've literally filmed 5 today and my head is pulsating. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!